Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's jot this down. Positive success habits. We made it to the final day, and I am stoked. So, tonight we are going to talk about kind of a recap of where we've been and the journey we've gone through starting since June 1st. And I hope that these 30-minute trainings have helped you decide how to move forward and how to get to the next level in your own life. Because we're already 6 months through 2020. It feels like literally just yesterday we were at January 1st. New year, new me. We were all super pumped up and excited to get to be better than we were, right? We were all setting these major goals, and then COVID hit, and then the protests are coming, and we're in such a world of disarray with unemployment so low and all these different things. And if you don't have a plan to get to the next step, you're going to be wandering around aimlessly. So we're already 180 days into this year. We've spent thousands and thousands of minutes, right? 259,200 minutes to be exact, already to the year to date. How are you going to spend the last half of 2020? That's the main question here tonight. How are you going to plan to show up for yourself and be better than you were yesterday? Have you been implementing the positive success habits that we've been talking about? Have you visualized where you want to go? Have you been setting daily objectives to attain that goal? Are you willing to make a comment tonight and show up for not only yourself, to hold yourself accountable, but to show that you've been gaining success out of this? And if you do feel like you've gotten success out of the positive success habits training, I'd love to hear from you, whether in the comment section or a DM or whatever you'd like. I will say that showing up and doing this live Monday through Friday for the last 30 days, it has been an adventure. It's been something I have had to plan to do. I've had to change plans to be on time every night. I've had to prepare, and I've had to plan on the back end to show up for these lives, because maybe some people could just show up on camera, but I know I wouldn't be ready to do that. So I've been preparing and planning for quite some time. Then all the research I've done before I even knew that this is where I wanted to go has been a journey, right? And it's been so fun. And I can honestly say that showing up every day, every weekday, to talk about implementing positive success habits for you and for me has been a journey. It's been eye-opening in what I can achieve and what I can do, because once this video is over, I go and I edit the audio, and I go and I post it to YouTube, and I've learned all these different skills that have taken me to the next level. And so I'm excited for July because I've got more things in the works. It wouldn't be daily positive success habits training, but if you need any type of motivation, I would hope you would go back to the beginning of this and figure out your vision, figure out your purpose, figure out how to continue to build and gain momentum. Because like we talked about yesterday with the snowball effect with finances, that can also happen in your life and in your mindset and your habits and your growth and your journey, right? So show up for yourself and implement positive success habits. And I would really just like to take a moment to thank you for joining me during this month of June to talk about positive success habits and giving me your valuable time. If we look back during this month, we've spent 11 hours together, which is insane because that's so much time, right? You have so many other options of what you could be doing during this time. But the fact that you decided to be here with me tonight means so much. And every other night, and whether you watch it live or you watch the replay, I just want to thank you. And I, again, would love to hear what you've gotten out of the positive success habits training. And really briefly, I do want to talk about the last 21 days and recap what we have talked about. So, we've talked about vision and deciding and growth, core values and your purpose, accountability, goals and dreams, motivation, discipline, courage, change, mindset, habits, success, stress, celebration, time, journey, empathy. The number 42, grit, finances, and tonight we talk about planning and recapping all of this and looking at how all of this intertwines. Because to me, when you implement positive success habits and you understand who you are at your core, is when you can improve your life drastically. So I've been asked, what exactly is positive success habits? And how did I come up with this? Well, positive success habits are actionable steps to help you achieve your goals and dreams. By utilizing your time and understanding your core values and your purpose, because when you understand who you are and why you're so special, what your unique abilities are, what your superpowers are, whatever you want to call it, when you understand how to take advantage of your time and change just a little bit every single day, your little habits that have over time become mundane and maybe bad habits, you can improve your life tremendously. Because small, actionable steps, little tiny steps every day will come together over time, and you'll look back over the next 6 months to a year and think, wow, I can't believe I was here. But if you don't put in the effort to keep growing and learning new things, you'll never get to that next step. And you'll look back in 6 months and say, oh, I'm in the same place, but the time passed anyway. So how are you going to show up for yourself? We're already halfway through 2020. How are you going to spend the last half of 2020? Find your why, your core values, and your purpose. And if you're struggling to figure out what that is, please, please, please just start writing, because that's how I figured out what I wanted to do with my life. I literally started writing. And the template we've talked about for the journal, which I believe is also posted in our Facebook group, just write down 3 positive things that happened in your day and 3 goals and dreams that you have. And they are different, right? Your goals and your dreams. Your goals have to be actionable and specific and timely. And if that's too much and that's too overwhelming, then just write down all your dreams. Whatever you want to do. Nobody has to look at it. Just remember to show up and keep honing in and reiterating what you actually want, because creating that vision and actually moving toward your goals and dreams will give you a life of fulfillment, and you'll fulfill your passion. You'll fulfill your why. Be willing to learn and grow and change and overcome the struggles and the obstacles, because if you're disciplined and you have the courage to actually learn from your mistakes and your failures and take that as an opportunity to be better than you were yesterday, you can impress yourself. Stay motivated. Keep pushing. Keep putting 1 foot in front of the next. Because if life's a marathon, and if you don't train and you don't have a plan, go back to listen to Friday's Grit episode, because I struggled. But I proved to myself, I impressed myself that I can keep going. I didn't break that promise to myself. I pushed hard, right? And that proved to me, one, I'm a runner. Two, life's a journey. You gotta keep going. Create those mile markers. I looked forward to every single flag I saw along the journey, but I didn't stop. I kept pushing, right? Create new habits. In my opinion, create positive success habits and change your mindset, because the way you speak to yourself and you talk to yourself is what you're going to accomplish. It's what you're going to achieve. Tell yourself, I can do hard things. And keep telling yourself until you believe it. You'll have setbacks, right? You'll have to overcome those stressors. And if you're a female, I'm sure this also happens for males too, but I know it's proven because I've done some research on it, and I know that personally I've overcome these obstacles, because during the month things change, right? And I feel more creative. I might feel more inspired or determined. Sometimes I feel more defeated or energetic, and sometimes I feel more sleepy or emotional. Like, it just kind of depends on where you are, and that's okay. But if you can plan out your month and you know how you're going to feel during those times, you can be more productive here and less productive here, and it outweighs itself. It all balances out. But when you don't make a plan, how are you going to get to the next level? Make time your most valuable resource. Celebrate your wins along the way and enjoy the journey, because life's a journey, right? We're born and we die. And what we do right here is how we're showing up for ourselves and how we're showing up for those who love us. Be the best version of yourself every single day. And if that means that you have to try a little harder today than you did yesterday, to move your body, to drink more water, find a way to do those things. Find a way to release the negative thoughts. Find a way to live life on purpose. We've talked about it. This is your homework tonight. It'll be mentioned again later, but have a plan. Work your plan and celebrate your plan, because it's so important to have a plan. Define what success looks like to you, because everybody's opinion and everybody's lifestyles are different, right? If you want to make $50,000, if you want to make $100,000, if you want to make $1 million, if you just want to own a new car, if you want to have a family, if you want to have dogs, whatever success means to you, make it happen, because you're in control of your life. Don't let other people's opinions sway you. Don't let other people define your life. Don't let the negative thoughts in your mind define your life. If you want a different result, you have to do different actions. If you want to show up, I digress. If you want to have a different outcome than you've been having and you don't see a change in your life, you have to plan and take actionable steps every single day to make that a reality, right? If I want to stay in shape, I have to run, I have to work out, I have to eat healthy. That doesn't just happen. I can eat donuts all day because nobody's looking over my shoulder telling me, don't eat the bad food, don't go for a run, don't do yoga, right? I show up because I hold myself accountable. Because when I look back and I didn't do that before, I was the only one responsible for that. I was the only one who was in control of my life. And when I look back to where, even when we started this journey on June 1st, 30 days ago, I have changed so much. I've learned so much. I've grown so much. Look at your life. Be introspective. Look at how you've grown. And if you say, well, I'm pretty much the same, is that what you want? Because if it's not what you want, who's in control? You are. Only you are. Know that you can do and you can be anything you set your mind to. Visualize your future. And if you're looking at it and in 5 years you say, well, I feel like I'll be in the same spot. Nothing's going to be changing. Everything looks exactly the same. Ask yourself, is that what I want? Because if the answer is no, then you need to take action and figure out how you're going to get to a different state, how you're going to get to a different mindset, how you're going to change your environment, not passively, but purposely. Be gritty. Because remember, grit outweighs talent 2-1. When you are, it's talent times effort equals skill. And skill times effort equals achievement. The most talented person that you know is not necessarily the most successful person. The most talented person in the eye of the beholder is going to be somebody who has worked hard time and time again and who has overcome their fears, has overcome their setbacks and their failures, and they've learned from those, and they've grown, and they've accepted the change to be better than they were yesterday. So I encourage you to find what you're passionate about and pursue it with everything you have, because life is a journey and it's way too short to be miserable and to have regrets. What if you took this concept of 1, 2, 3? So I know we've been talking about this in the sense of make a plan, work your plan, celebrate your plan. But what if we did this and we said, 1, focus. 2, at 2 hours per day. 3, 4, 3 months. And maybe you're saying, Cristy, I don't have 2 hours in a day. I am so overwhelmed. I can't come up with 2 more hours. I wonder, if you were to join the 5 a.m. club, would you have 2 more hours in a day? Focus on what you really want. Spend your time every single day for the next 90 days and see how your life can transform. Start writing them down. Start deciding what you want in this life, because the time will pass. And if you're not focused and you're not trying every single day to make improvements, the next 90 days will just be gone, right? Make sure that you're leaning into this. Change can be scary. Change can be a good thing. Change it's gonna happen regardless, right? But what's scarier than changing and trying to be better than you were yesterday is living a life of regret and looking back on your life and not giving it your all. Fear is something that's self-imposed. What's the acronym? False evidence appearing real. You've conditioned your mind to be afraid. I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of swimming. Like, that's a real fear of mine. I don't like swimming, but I'm trying to overcome that fear by taking little actionable steps. People are, I'm not afraid of heights. I shouldn't have said that first, but people are afraid of um, failure. People are afraid of snakes and spiders and all sorts of things, right? But ask yourself, why? Why am I afraid? Is it because you've been telling yourself something over years and years and years and it's compounded and you just believe now that you are afraid of these things? Or is it because somebody else told you when you were a young kid that, oh, I'm afraid of snakes, so therefore you're afraid of snakes, or something like that, right? Like, apply it to your own life, whatever that something is. Did somebody else tell you? Because if that's the case, don't let other people's opinions define your life. Ask yourself two things. Am I doing the best I can today, right now, to overcome those fears, to overcome objections? Am I showing up for myself today and right now? And what am I telling myself? Am I believing in myself, or am I letting my negative self-talk, my negative mindset, my limiting beliefs control my life? Make a list. All the what ifs. What would happen if, I don't know, what would happen if I went swimming and I put my face in the water? Well, I'd probably learn how to breathe better, right? I would probably overcome that fear of having my face in the water. I would probably become a stronger swimmer. But if I just keep living life saying, well, I'm afraid to swim, so I'm not going to do it, then I'm never going to get better at it. I have to lean into that fear. And a really eye-opening thing for me was watching a 2-year-old who can literally swim better than me because she's not afraid of it. If I want a different result, I have to do different things, right? I have to convince myself that I can overcome that fear. And people don't need to know about this struggle or about the hustle that I'm putting in to overcome this fear, because honestly, they probably don't care. But when I stay focused and I stay driven for myself, I can see small changes every single day. And it feels good. I feel like I'm impressing myself. So stop trying to have validation from other people. Stop with getting their likes and their encouragement, because most people don't care, right? And most people aren't going to want to see you succeed because they want to succeed more. So you have to want it more than you're talking about. You have to keep putting yourself out there. By implementing positive success habits, by finding your purpose, by finding your core values, you can do this. I'd be happy to be your success habit integrator. Enjoy the journey along the way with you and watch you achieve your goals and dreams. Be your support system. Be your accountability partner. Find somebody who can do that. I would not just be your cheerleader. I will be your motivator, and I would hold you accountable to reaching your goals and dreams. You're going to learn, you're going to grow, you're going to change over the course of the next even one day. So why not show up as the best version of yourself? Don't ask, why didn't I work on myself sooner? Personal example really quickly is I'm working with somebody right now, and he told me this week, he said, I have achieved more with your guidance in the last 5 days than I have in the past year. When you have somebody who will hold you accountable, you can achieve whatever you want. You can achieve your goals and dreams. And if you don't know what your goals and dreams are yet, Start focusing. Take 2 hours a day for the next 90 days and just determine what that is, and you'll see that you can do whatever you set your mind to. You can do hard things. You have to want it more than you talk about it. You have to want it more than anybody else thinks you can even achieve it if you're going to succeed. And if the next 90 days scares you and you're uncertain and you're saying, "Oh, well, I don't know what's going on with COVID and I'm scared because everything's so uncertain." I'm here to tell you that the time will pass anyway. So focus on the 1, 2, 3. We have this model and we have the make a plan, work your plan, celebrate your plan. Don't stand still because time won't stop. Keep pushing forward. And if you don't want to work for somebody else's goals and dreams, then you have to work for your own. You have to keep showing up for yourself day after day and impress yourself. I would like to thank everybody again for showing up, especially you right now listening to this video. We have spent 11 hours together at this point during the month of June. I'm excited to show you what's coming next. I'm excited to continue to implement positive success habits into my life. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Always, always, always remember that you are in control of your decisions. You are in control of your life. And you can achieve your goals and dreams. Thank you so much for your support, your accountability and encouragement on this journey. And again, I appreciate your time. So tonight, to conclude our positive success habits training, I want you to, for your homework, make a plan, work your plan, and celebrate your plan. Those 3 things will change your life. And if you need an accountability partner, please, please, please do not hesitate to reach out, because that's what I'm here for. That's my purpose. That's my mission. Those are part of my core values, is to help you achieve your goals and dreams. This video will be posted on YouTube, and if you know anybody who might gain value from positive success habits training and what we've talked about, I would greatly appreciate the support. You can join them into this group, or they can go watch the video on YouTube. But this has been an incredible journey for me, and I am excited to get to the next step. That's it for now, guys. Bye.